What's up guys, today I'm going to be going through some troubleshooting on the Z-Gemma box, and this is designed to get your channels back working if for whatever reason they have gone off. So as you can see at the moment we've got a black screen, but we should be on that channel there and it's not working. So let's start the checks from here. So first of all, if we press OK and look on the far right hand side, we can see our signal strength, and as you can see it is in the late to mid 80s, which is fine, so we are receiving a signal. If yours says 0, that means you've either not got the cables plugged into the correct ports, or there is a problem with your dish or the connection, so you would start there. Next thing, if that doesn't show up, if you can't see your signal when you press OK, we're going to press Menu, go into Setup, go into Service Searching, and then we're going to go into Signal Finder. And there you can see that we have got a good reception on tuner A, and if we go over to tuner B, we've also got a good reception there. Okay, if you've only got one lead going into the back of your box, then it'll be tuner A that you're getting. So if everything's okay there, we're going to come back out, then we're going to check the tuner configuration. So we'll go into that, and we'll go into tuner A. And if you're seeing the same settings as me, then your tuner is set up. There is no problem with that. We're going to come back out of there. If it gives you this message, say yes, you want to zap back to service. As you can see, tuner B is the same setting, so that's fine. Right, so that is the tuner checks done, so we know everything's okay there. So let's move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the start every time, and here it is, main menu. So now we're going to check the internet. So we're going to go into setup. We're going to go into System, we're going to go into Network, Device Setup, and Network Test. And now what we're going to do is run a test on the network to make sure that we are actually connected. So I've just pressed the green button there, which at the bottom says Start Test, and it's just run through all that and everything is fine. So we are connected to the network, so we've ruled out that as a possible problem as well. So now we're going to come out of there, and what we're going to do next is check that our code is actually installed. So I'm going to come all the way out back to what would be the normal TV screen, and I'm going to go into my plugins menu. Now on my box that's accessed by pressing the green button. If yours is under a different set of menus, then you'll have to find those, but this is what you're aiming for, the plugin browser. And we're going to go into Dream Explorer. Now this is a list of files on your system, and I'm going to show you where your code should be. So all I've done there is press up a few times to get down to the bottom on the USR folder, which is user. And now we're going to go down to the keys folder, press OK again. And this is where your code should be installed. Now, there are different kinds of code, okay? So there's a CC-CAM code. Now, if we press OK, there is no code in there, so we know we haven't got a CC-CAM code. And there is a new cam list code, okay? You can ignore that there, that mg config, that's not needed. It's nothing to do with that code. But if we go into the new cam list, that is my code there. So I know that my file is installed as a new cammed list file, okay? So that's important. Now I know you can't see my code because I blanked part of it out, but there you go. So my code is installed where it should be, and it's in the new cam list format. So what we're going to do next is come out of there, and we're going to restart the code. Okay, so to get to that menu on my box, we press the red button and we go into SoftCam panel. Now, before I actually show you what's wrong, there's another way to get to that in case you haven't got it under the red button. Press the blue button, go into SoftCam, and there you go, SoftCam panel. They both get you to the same place. So whilst we're here, I'll just do it this way. So we're going to go into SoftCam panel, and here is the problem. So select cam 1, which is our code. This is where it's going to read it. It's trying to read a CC-CAM code. Now, as we've just seen a moment ago, there was no CC-CAM code on this box. It was a new cam code. So if I press right, that is the format that will read a new cammed code, okay? So if you have a file as a new cam list and you go into it and there's your code, that is what this setting needs to be. If your code was in the CC-cam format when you went into there, then that's what it needs to be. So once we have changed it to highlight this one, we press green to restart. We'll get this short countdown while it restarts, and then the picture has come back on. So there you go, that was the problem. The box was trying to read a file format that wasn't actually there. It just needed to be told to read the file format in a different way than it was doing. And that is the picture back up and running. So that's some quick troubleshooting, guys, which should hopefully help you if your channels do go off. Restarting the cam, as I've just shown you there, also works if you're experiencing some freezing. It's just like resetting your phone when it's freezing, when it's not doing what it should. It just gets it back to normal, gets it to how it should be working.